Right now, a historic moment. We can now project the winner of the presidential race. CNN projects Donald Trump wins the presidency. The business tycoon and TV personality capping his...
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
Been driving down the interstate for many years, but I have never seen traffic backed up the way it is today.
On Montpelier and Unity Rally is one of the 600 sister marches happening today across the world. Today we stand in solidarity with 1.5 million brothers and sisters who are marching for equality and justice for all. Today, we unite against one bold voice, against misogyny, injustice, and hate. Today, we march to protect and expand our rights as women and as human beings.
I mean, I wish you could see the picture from the stage. It's like spring is here and a million flowers are blooming. We are the makers, we are the doers, we are the dreamers, and we are the citizens who have the power of the vote. In the next 4 years, we will be heard. We will raise our voices not only today, not only here in Montpelier, Vermont, but in every city and town and state in the United States and Washington, D.C. We will be heard.
So everybody out there, I have a question for you. When reproductive rights are under attack, what do? What I see here today is that we stand up and we fight back. Every day, we open our doors and our hearts at our 12 health centers across Vermont. That's what Planned Parenthood has been doing across the country for 100 years. Now, there are some people in Washington who want to block patients from coming to us for care. Together, today, we stand to let Washington know what Vermont thinks of that idea. Together, we stand today because healthcare is a human right. It shouldn't matter where you live, how much money you have, or what you look like. Everyone deserves affordable, compassionate care.
I am so inspired by the crowd here and have been following, the DC march and the sister marches across the country, and it is unbelievable, and it's so inspiring and, and emotional to see how incredibly unified we can be in such tough times. So it's amazing.
As an educator, I felt overwhelmed by the rise in acts of hate in our schools and communities across the nation. Every day, our dedicated teachers are answering heartbreaking questions from children about their safety, their family's security, and even their self-worth. When children repeat the hateful, violent rhetoric and behavior modeled and normalized by the man who now calls himself our president, teachers are finding ways to respond, reteach, and repair the damage. If public education, the foundation of our democracy, is gravely threatened by the person put in charge of it, then now more than ever, we need to prepare our young people to be ready to participate in our democracy and to meet the challenges that await them with strength, confidence, and a fierce commitment to justice.
Don't tell me I can't cry because I care. Don't tell me I can't cry because America has told the world, has told our children that the hard-working, brilliant, courageous woman can be beaten by the lazy class bully who doesn't know how to keep his hands to himself. Don't tell me I can't cry because the day the glass ceiling should have shattered, instead a bulletproof layer was built and all the cracks we worked so hard to make were resealed with words of hate.
My name is Kaya Morris, and I am a representative out of Bennington, Vermont. I am the second woman of color, the second black woman ever to be voted into this legislature. My sister's father spent years baking in a Louisiana prison for fighting for civil rights on trumped up charges, because that is how they tried to quell the resistance that is needed to move things. And if they had not fought, if he had not gone to jail, if he had not spoken, would I be here today? Would I be here today? No. There are legislators here who are working so hard to ensure that there is legislation that ensures our civil rights, that destroys our prison industrial complex, that makes sure that women have the right to anything that they need for our bodies, to make sure that the poor are not forgotten, that the disabled are not forgotten, and we need you. We need you in here. We need you to come to the Workers' Caucus, who fights for labor rights. We need you to come to the Climate Caucus and make sure there's a planet left to talk about. We need you at the Women's Caucus to come and make sure that gender equality is still on the top of our minds. We need you there. We need your organizing help. We need your capacity. We cannot do it alone. Please, let us not make any of this in vain. Let's make that fear that we are all feeling and turn it into action and honor one another by doing what we need to do. Thank you for being here.
Peace is critical. We must peacefully rebuild our trust and faith in our democratic institution. We must make sure that our democracy stands strong by making sure that the most vulnerable are not left behind. We must tell Washington that they represent all of us and not just the privileged few. I want to say there are millions of men across this country standing in solidarity with our sisters in this fight for equal rights and justice. And we will stand with you in the days and the months and the years ahead.
I'm here today to stand up for what I believe is right, to stand up for my brothers and sisters all over this country and frankly all over the world. And I think that I have a moral obligation, and I think we all have a moral obligation to be here and to stand up to oppression of any kind and to stand up for our fundamental rights as human beings.
Mi nombre es Wilmar Santis, soy de México, pero estoy trabajando en Johnson. Por eso nos sentimos tristes por lo que Donald Trump dijo, que nosotros los mexicanos somos traficantes, que vendemos droga y que violamos a las mujeres. Porque nosotros en este país no venimos a hacerle daño a nadie, solamente venimos a trabajar honradamente. Muchas personas, como dije, abandonan a su familia, ya sea porque tienen familias enfermos, tienen que trabajar y lo único que queremos es trabajar y para también nuestros derechos ser respetados. ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se
As a proud LGBT Vermonter, I say to others on this platform and to those assembled here today, our strength is in our collective resistance. To those fighting for racial justice, LGBT people are with you and of you. For those fighting for reproductive rights and other women's causes, we are with you and of you. To those fighting for a livable wage and health care for all, we are with you and of you. To those fighting for disability rights and equal treatment to the elderly, we are with you and of you. The brave resistors at Standing Rock and elsewhere fighting for clean water, the survival of indigenous ways of life, and indeed our very planet. We are with you and of you. To those who are fighting for Muslims, Jews, and immigrants throughout the state and the nation, I say again, we are with you and of you.
September 11th, 2001.
Wake up, America! The enemy is here.
The terrorists,
the jihadists,
those Arabs,
the womanizers,
the monsters,
those
bin Ladens,
the ones to watch out for,
to surveil,
to remove,
to attack.
But actually, we're the advocates. So we're
winners.
Bilingual.
Hello.
Hola.
Bonjour.
Good tag.
Assalamu alaikum.
We're the 4.0 students.
The honorable students. The star athletes.
But we're also the misunderstood. The ones to watch out for. To surveil. To remove. To attack. We're not just Muslim. We're American Muslims, equal in every way.
I heard the words roll off his tongue. You Muslims are the reason why the airport lines are so long, you bombers. He was drunk, but a drunk mind speaks a sober heart.
These are the things we see, hear, and experience daily.
And now you know of these hidden crimes,
unheard voices, terror on Muslims,
restless souls,
guns and bullet holes.
Wake up, America. The enemy has always been here.
Thank you.
I've spent my life working on civil rights, gay rights, and women's rights, and I'm seeing all of those things threatened, and I am here to stand up.
We are all related. We are all related because we are all human persons. And that goes for no matter what color, culture, sexual orientation, or ethnicity we are. That is a traditional way of starting out for a Lakota person, and I am Lakota, Hung Papa Lakota, because it reminds us of a lot of things that are important to every one of us here. We are human persons, but we are of our mother, the earth, and all that is on her and all that is in her. And we, as human people, are charged with being caretakers of all other people.
During important speeches as today, I listen for what my God, creator of all things, has to say and would like to be delivered through me. And the loudest word that comes to me is love. You see, people will sometimes let you down, but love will never fail. Love will never leave you feeling lost or forsaken. Love will find strength to fight against racism just as hard as you fight for women's reproductive rights and equal pay to white men. We can't ignore that white women earn higher wages than women of color, or that you are more likely to be promoted in the state of Vermont. We can't continue to ignore your brown and black sisters who die every year of treatable diseases because of insufficient health care. We must not Let's together create a new kind of feminist movement called My Sister's Keeper. And let's link arms to create a train that leaves no woman behind. Because together we can win! Black lives matter! 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 Thank you!
What we are saying today here in Montpelier, in Washington, in Los Angeles, and all over this country, Mr. Trump, we are not going backwards, we are going forwards. We are not going to retreat on women's rights, on immigration rights, on workers' rights, on health care rights, on racial justice, on the environment, or climate change. Mr. Trump, I've got bad news for you. You are not going to divide us up by gender, by race, by who we love. In fact, your bigotry and your ugliness are going to bring us together in a progressive movement. We are going to create the kind of nation we know we can be, a nation based on love and compassion, not on hate and bigotry. Thank you all very much.
Mr. Trump, our America is one of social and economic and environmental justice. Our America is about diversity, equality, and liberty. Our America knows that women deserve equal pay for equal work and safe and legal access to abortion. Our America includes all genders and gender identities and makes sure that bathrooms are free for all and safe. Our America knows that love is love and protects marriage equality across this country. Our America stands with people of different abilities, of all ages and races, ethnicities, and refugees. Our America will never turn our back or close our borders. And our America is one that can lead our world into peace, our environment, our planet, our future. I am here because you are here. We will be heard. And I am here because I know and you know that love trumps hate.
Children of the revolution, dance! You are yourselves the promised land.
not much of a speech maker, but I know a lot about love. And I know when I feel it and when I see it. And I'm so inspired by every single face I see out here. Yes, there is fear. We don't know what's about to happen. But we have our hearts and we can lead with our hearts. It's so easy. It's the easiest thing in the world. We look around each other and we take care of each other. And we do better for one another and we give each other love. That's all it is. That's all it is. And as long as we do that, as long as we stay focused on that point, we're going to be all right. We're going to be better than all right.
Put your hands together! Anybody want to come on and sing?
I know a place, yes.
Oh, yeah!
And there ain't nobody crying. And there ain't nobody worried. Oh, yeah. And there ain't no smiling faces. Oh, no. Oh, then I'm lying to the races. Nothing, none. Let me tell you now, baby. I'll take you there.
Sing it with me, everybody.
Come on and let me tell you now. I'll take you there. Oh, yeah, let me take you, baby. I'll take you there. Come on now, let me take you now. I'll take you there.
Keep it going.
I know a place in I'll take you there. Sing it. And ain't nobody crying, no.
I'll take you there.
And there ain't nobody worrying. Oh no,
I'll take you there.
And there ain't no smiling faces. Oh,
I'll take you there.
Oh, and I'm lying to the races.
I'll take you there.
Let me tell you now, everybody, I'll take you there. Let me hear you. I said, everybody, I'll take you there. Oh, you know it now. Oh, I'll take you there. Everybody, now sing it. Yeah, I'll take you there. Oh, yeah, clap your hands. I'll take you there. Ooh, and you feel it now. I'll take you there. Every single one of us, every single one, I'll take you there. Oh yeah, tell me, help me, I'll take you there. Oh yeah, let me hear you now. Oh, I'll take you there. I want to hear everybody. I'll take you there. Everybody, we're gonna take you there. I'll take you there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, and I'll take you there. Oh, you know I will take you there. Every one of us, every single one. Stand in our power, everybody. We will lead the way. Every one of us.
I'll take you there.
Yeah, we're gonna lead the way. Yeah.
I'll take you there.
Oh, and let me hear you now, everybody.
I'll take you there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'll take you there.
Oh yeah, let me take you now.
I'll take you there.
Let me take you there.
I'll take you there.
Oh, a bunch of singers in the audience right now. A bunch of singers out here at the State House. Of course. Oh, I'll take you there. Oh, let me hear those voices. Oh, I'll take you there. Such a beautiful sea of voices. I feel your hearts, everybody. I feel your hearts.